So for the filler limited updates, War Tycoon does not actually provide an update log. However, they do like to do some balance changes in these updates, which are a little smaller than the normal ones and the bigger ones. However, I'd like to still go over them today. So today, I'll be doing just that. So anyway, the first thing which was actually changed in this brand new update is actually a pretty pleasant surprise, because War Tycoon has decided to buff the standard Sherman by just a little bit. As you guys can clearly see, it used to have exactly 1000 health, now it has been buffed up to 1200, which is a pretty pleasant change, and they have done exactly the same with the Calliope. I believe the reason this was done is because they are both just Shermans, and I think they just wanted to keep them the same. Anyway, the next thing which was also changed is a very interesting fact. The T-90 used to have a health of 1600 after the recent buff, now it has a health on 1700, and when you fully max it out, it's going to be having 2210, which is actually quite a lot. And same health is actually going to be going for the brand new T-90 variant, which is going to be the Buratino. So I believe once again they decided to match the healths. However, in this update, War Tycoon has also made a slight buff to the normal Sherman variant, and with this they have also made a slight buff to the LAV-AD, and today I'll be showing you guys some of these changes. So what was applied to the Sherman is they have overall buffed its statistics in terms of its cannon, but also in terms of its machine gun. If we take a look at what it's going to be able to do to the F-35, it will be able to actually kill it in 2 shots, which back in the previous updates it used to be around 3, and from what it looks like, it is going to be able to do a solid 1300 damage. And same for the Super Hind, as you guys can see, it's also going to be able to one-shot it, meaning it's going to be able to do exactly the same thing for all the other helicopters. I think this is a pretty great buff, considering it's pretty realistic for really any type of shell to be able to one-tap helicopters and planes most of the time. Now, if we take a look on how good the Sherman even is against the Abrams X, as you guys can see, it does some pretty good damage, if I'm gonna be real with you. Like, if we head into the gunner is actually even stronger than the normal machine gun, which is actually pretty sus to me. It doesn't really make that much sense, but to be honest, the Sherman isn't so bad after all. Now, the next thing which was also changed is that the LAV-AD's rockets are now a little bit more powerful against planes and helicopters. I remember back in the day you weren't even able to do anything to them, and they used to literally tickle everything and used to only be good for infantry. But now if we take a look, the damages are actually semi-decent now. They're still not the best, and I believe the LAV-AD still deserves some more buffs, but it's a lot better than what it used to be. Now, if we take a look at this vehicle's anti-tank capabilities on the other side, this is where the damage truly gets good, because 8 of these rockets will be able to pretty much take away at least 60% of health from the Abrams X, and to be honest, it does actually give it a fair and square chance to actually be able to defeat it. Anyway, for the time being, those were all the balance changes which were made in this update. Personally, I'm kind of fine with them, even though they're pretty small. I would honestly take anything from a filler update. Anyway, for the time being, that is everything, and do let me know in the comment section down below if you were able to spot any other balance changes. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to all my channel members.